In this lesson group, we focus on what waves are and how they relate to satellites and our everyday lives. We'll be using this image of a giant ocean wave as our phenomenon to frame the lesson group. In lesson 3.6, we make the bridge between satellite images and waves. We tell students that scientists know that satellites use waves, but what exactly is a wave? We use the Wave Not a Wave worksheet, where students look at everyday objects and decide if an object relates to waves or not. At this point, our goal is just to activate their prior knowledge about what waves are. In the next lesson, 3.7, we really dig into this question, what is a wave? We show them our phenomenon for the section of a surfer and two different ocean waves, a giant one and a smaller one. This gets them thinking about what might affect the energy in a wave. We then send students out to different stations with different materials, slinkies, dominoes, rope, rubber bands, even a tub of water with a Pocket Lab Voyager floating in a sealed plastic bag. As students generate waves in the tub, they can see the motion recorded by the device. They take notes using the structure in the Defining Waves worksheet as they go. We end class with a short presentation on different types of waves and ask the students to refine their definition of a wave. In lesson 3.8, we introduce students to a surf challenge. We show them different waves and how satellites provide predictions about the surf, including how tall waves will be and how often they'll come. We give students a choice. Which wave would be better to surf? An 8-foot tall wave coming every 8 seconds? Or a 4-foot tall wave coming every 4 seconds? We send them to investigate waves in a computer simulator and then bring them back to debrief and discuss, making sure that everyone can successfully label the different parts of a wave. In lesson 3.9, we work on plotting waves based on their frequency and amplitude. Our goal is to eventually answer the question, which wave should I surf? We review the wave parts from yesterday and start graphing a few waves. Once students have graphed the two waves from our scenario in the forecast, they construct an argument about why they would choose a particular wave, making sure that they use their new wave vocabulary. The goal of lesson 3.10 is to answer the question, how do the parts of waves relate to our everyday experience? Up until now, students have worked with very tangible waves that they can make with springs like slinkies or water. These are all called mechanical waves. But now it's time to turn the corner to more abstract waves, light and sound. After revisiting our phenomenon and taking a short quiz, we lead students through a presentation where they come away with the idea that sound is a wave whose amplitude we interpret as volume and whose frequency determines its pitch. They also learn that light is a wave, and its frequency is what we interpret as color, and its amplitude is the brightness. Now that students have mastered the basics of waves, up next, how waves interact with the Earth and other objects.